Well, we've heard it all. 60 is the new 40. Age is just a number. Blah, blah, blah.
Tonight we're gonna try to decide what's fact and what's fiction. What's pure BS, unretired AF style.
Well, welcome to our live stream tonight. This is a live stream that we do every Tuesday night at the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So welcome.
So I'm Jim. This is Tav. We are your hosts. We are also the content provider. Well, Tav is for our Unretired AF podcast. We hope you guys enjoy that. And, we're here to do this live stream and to get some audience participation.
Yeah.
It's been raining here so much. I'm into the weather.
Gotcha.
So anyway, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And let's go on.
Okay. All right. So we have a couple of different categories. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say a statement, and it's a statement that's related to aging. So we're going to make the statement, and then we're going to say, we have our little signs here, which we will hold up, and we're going to say if we think it's truth or if we think it's BS, and then say in the comments what you think too, so that we can find out what you guys think about these. So I'll go first. You need at least $1 million to retire comfortably. Okay. I think we're both in agreement with that one. That's total BS. I mean, we know that people can retire on much less. And it depends also, I think, on your situation, what your expenses are. If you're renting somewhere and you're paying, high rent, or if you've got a new car and you've got a car payment, that I think will make a big difference too. Did you forget your microphone? Go freaking get it. Sorry, we got to take a little. Jim's got to take a little break. Well, tell me where it is, because I'll just go get it.
It's right there.
So you sit down.
See it right on the corner.
We had to hurry and get this one set up today, and we thought we nailed it and got everything right.
Yeah, until dumbass Jim showed up.
That's all right. All right. So then you pick one.
Retirement means freedom.
Retirement or unretirement?
Unretirement means freedom.
Yeah, unretirement means freedom. What do you guys think? Tell us in the comments what you guys think. If you think that retirement is freedom, unretirement is freedom, or if it doesn't, because a lot of people look at unretirement and they think that they somehow failed because they're still working. But people aren't just working because they need money.
No.
People are working because for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
So they want to save off loneliness. Retirement is freedom. Yes. And Angela says retirement is freedom. So nice to see you here, Angela. We were hoping you were going to come tonight. And we agree, retirement or unretirement, because it's a decision, know, either one is a decision.
Yep.
Nice. She says, nice to see you guys too. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. All right. So we're going to go to the next section. We have a bunch of different sections of things, and let us know on each of these what you guys think. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'll just say one. Doesn't have to be the one at the top. I'll just say whatever. Grandparents shouldn't meddle in parenting. Grandparents shouldn't meddle in parenting. I'm going to say truth. What do you guys say? Oh, we have a disagreement here. Okay. All right. So you name yours. Why do you think grandparents should meddle?
Well, I mean, as cruel as this is going to sound, I think corporal punishment should be brought back for children.
Well, what if people do? What if they do?
But what if they don't? So they come over and you have a hellion for a grandchild.
So how are you going to meddle?
how I'm going to meddle is I'm going to light their ass up.
No, you're
I'm
not.
going to spank them.
No, you're not.
Oh,
You're
I
not,
will.
No, you're
I
not.
absolutely will.
I mean, I got so mad at my mom because she swatted my son in public when we were living in California. And you know what? They'll take your kids away for shit like that, Jim. You can't do that. You can't do that. So we're in disagreement on that. All right, your pick.
I don't know if I want to now.
I think I've scared him.
All right. Sometimes staying single is self-care.
All right. What do we think about that? Yeah. Yeah. I think if somebody wants to be in a relationship or wants to be married, then that's great. But I don't think that you have to feel like that you have to be in a relationship. I know there are a ton of single and solo and senior people out there.
Yeah.
And they're happy, some of the happiest people out there. So so let us know in the comments what you think. Where was that one?
Right here.
Okay. All right. All right. So what about this one? Okay, this isn't even on the list, but I said it in the beginning in the hook. 60 is the new 40. Do we think that's true? 60 is the new 40.
Well,
are you gonna do your sign? I'm not showing you mine until okay. All right. I think it's BS too. I think that people are see, Angela even agrees. No, that's nuts. See, I think it's crazy too. I mean, 60 is 60. It's what you make of it, you know? I mean, I think we can still do stuff that we did when we were in our 40s.
Sure.
I think, I don't think anybody would disagree with that, but I think you have to be realistic about what you can do in your 60s. And I can tell you, since my 40s, things have changed a lot. Angela says, am I going to be one of those old ladies that cry BS? LOL. I mean, I think 60 is different now than maybe it was 20 years ago, which certainly was a lot different. Like I look at pictures of my grandmother in her 40s and she looked like she was in her 60s because it was just a different time.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, your turn. You pick.
I got to do this one right here.
Okay. No, we're in the lifestyle and aging.
Oh, okay. How about
or if you want to do that one, do that one. Do that one.
No, that's all right.
Is that the one you want to do?
Yeah.
Do it. That's fine.
Having pets is easier sometimes than having friends.
Oh, no. I meant truth. I meant truth. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I agree too. I 100% agree. But they don't, they love you at all times in all situations. They don't care if you've had a shower. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Which one?
Act your age.
Oh, okay. We'll do that one. All right. Act your age is terrible advice. Truth or BS? Act your age is terrible advice. Oh, yeah. It's terrible advice. It's terrible advice. So you think it's good advice? Act your age is good advice? Angela? I think the question was a little bit confusing because I was ready to pick up the BS one. Yeah. So I think act your age is truly terrible advice. Yeah. Okay. That was worded weirdly. Okay, your turn.
Oh, this is a good one. Most people fear death because they haven't really lived.
Most people fear death because they haven't really lived. Angela says, hey, not fair. I just woke up. I set my alarm for you guys. LOL. Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. Thank you so much. Okay. So I say truth. I say truth that most people fear death because they haven't really lived. Why
I
do you
say BS to that.
Okay, why do you think BS to that?
Well, because if you're in your
Oh, and
60s,
Angela says BS, they fear death because they just aren't ready.
exactly. If you're in your 60s, you've lived life. You've
Yeah.
lived a lot of good life. And, I don't think anybody's ready to go.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, Angela. I
Okay.
agree with you.
Man, between the sushi and everything, you guys have much more in common. I think that it's true because I think people maybe fear death because they have a lot of things maybe on their bucket list and they're waiting and they haven't done a lot of stuff. But I
Yeah.
can see your point too. I can see your point. I'm not gonna like that wouldn't be a hill I would die on, for in other words. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go to one that might be a little controversial. Oh, Angela, Jim ditched the blonde. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Well, and some days, Angela, I would be very accommodating to that.
What? Wow.
Oh, I'm just kidding. All right. All right. Let's see here. Okay, here's a good one that I think that we can talk about. I think we'll all agree on it. This is a statement. Boomers broke the system and then blamed everyone else. I don't think we even have to hold up the total BS. Total BS. I mean, but that's what the media is saying all the time.
Yeah.
And all, so many of the younger generation think that we broke the system simply by, living, existing, being here, that we're gonna and Angela says they're just jealous. I agree. They are. A lot of them very much just jealous. And I can see why. We had an awesome childhood, awesome young adult, life. It was awesome.
Yep.
All right. All right. You have one?
I do. Participation trophies didn't ruin society. Parents did.
I agree. I'm saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. From being a team manager for 8 years for my son's hockey team, it was the parents. It was definitely the parents. They were insane. I think so many parents were living vicariously through their kids.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it was heartbreaking. Not all the time, but a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them.
Yep.
All right. All right. Let's see. Now we're going to move on to health and wellness. And I tell you what, Angela, we have 7 pages of stuff, so we're not going to run out of stuff to talk about tonight. So, all right. All right. Here's a good one. It's normal to feel tired all the time after 60. It's normal to feel tired all the time after 60.
Well,
What do you think? Yeah, I don't think it's normal to feel tired all the time. I think if we're feeling, I mean, Angela says depends. I think
there is a lot that depends on that.
I think so.
There's a lot that depends on that.
I think so. But I think in normal, if you're in, and you're not going through a health crisis or whatever, I think it's not normal. So.
Uh-oh.
Angela says, I have high iron, so that makes me tired all the time. Yeah, that's what I mean. If we're dealing with a health situation, then and that would mean not just now. I'm guessing that's something that you probably have dealt with it before this age.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right. So mental health isn't as important as physical health. BS to the 10th power there.
Yeah, me too. BS. I mean, I think we, even those of us like, from our generation, I think we are kind of the suck it up buttercup generation. But even so, I think a lot of us understand the need for mental health. And even if we're not going to go to a professional for help with mental health,
Right.
I think there's things that we know that we can do um, to obtain better mental health.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just the stuff from our generation, just music. You can listen
Right.
to some great music.
Right.
And that's what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. Angela said, if I had to choose, though, I'd rather have physical health, because if you don't have mental health, how would you know?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that is true.
That's good.
True. All right. All right. Now we're going to move on to culture and technology. Oh, here's one I think we'll probably agree on. Maybe not, but I think we will. Today's music all sounds the same. Today's music all sounds the same.
Truth.
I mean, I think every generation, every we have a BS. Okay, all right. Who do you like in modern music that you think it doesn't sound all the same? And I guess in generalities, they probably say that about us. And I'm sure that's true. I was just going to say, I think every generation, thinks that Linkin Park. Well, they're not new though. I mean, aren't they from like the '90s? I mean, they're like a Gen X band, aren't they? Or are they a millennial band?
I have no idea.
Oh, I know who Linkin Park is. I'm thinking about music that comes out today. Like, are they still putting out music? I'm gonna have to look them up right now and see if they're still putting out music.
I don't know.
Let's see. Is Linkin Park still creating music? Let's see. Linkin Park is currently creating music and released a new album in 24. Okay, so they are today's music. Okay.
Well.
All right. Well, my apologies on that. I didn't even know that. Okay. All right.
All right. So here's one for me.
Okay.
We had more fun before smartphones.
We had more fun before smartphones. And if you're just joining us in the live stream, feel free to jump in and comment on any of these questions. Okay. So we had more fun before smartphones. I think so.
I do too.
Angela says only because I was younger. Is that on the related to this question, or is that going back to the Linkin Park one? Only because I was younger. Oh, to have more fun because you were younger. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I look at it. I was kind of late to the smartphone game. Even when you and I started dating, I was still on a flip phone, and that was in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
2011. I didn't get my first smartphone until like 2012. I
Right.
think you bought me an iPhone, and I was perfectly fine. I was perfectly fine with just a flip phone. I liked having the phone and I liked the texting, but I think the smartphone, I think it has just kept us on our phones too much, I would say. And it probably just depends on the person.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. Angela says, I was late to it too. I didn't even have a cell phone until 2003 or so. Yeah, I think I was even later than that for a cell phone. I think I was 2006, I think, is when I got my first one. And it was like a Motorola. I don't know. And it was like a brick. It was like this thick.
Yeah.
And it was not very.
I had a bag phone.
Did you?
I did. I had a bag phone in my car.
Wow.
It was big time.
You want to read her what she said there?
Yep. Angela says it was only because work said we could have Christmas week off if they could contact us.
Oh.
That way I didn't have to stay home all day.
Oh, well, that's
nice.
A good reason. That's a good reason.
Absolutely.
Well, and I see we have a few people in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Let us know if you think you had more fun before you had smartphones. All right. If that's a true or a false statement for you. Okay. Now we're going to move on to attitude and perspective. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. I don't think that we're going to have a hard time answering this one. Wisdom automatically comes with age. So just because you get old, you're wise. What do we think about that? I don't think that we're going to have a problem. We know plenty of old dumbasses.
Dumbasses, yep.
Just
absolute.
Angela says wise ass. Right. There's a few of those too. Quite a few.
Yes.
I mean, I think that probably applies to most people, that most people are wiser as they come up with age. But there are a few people who are just stubborn and they haven't changed since they were 17. They're still assholes. They started out that way and they stayed that way.
Yeah.
They're not wise at all. Or maybe they're not assholes. Maybe they're just dumb. And Angela says some just think they are. Exactly. Right. There are a lot of those people. All right.
How about this one? The good old days weren't always that good.
The good old days weren't always that good. All right. All right. I bet you Angela's going to agree with you.
Truth.
So let's hear what was bad about the good old days.
Well,
for
it's
both of you.
It's all in perspective.
Okay.
You know, if you've ever, if you've ever worked in the North Sea and you're sitting out there and a big storm comes up and you can't go out and it's so friggin' cold, and even to go from a platform to anywhere, you got to wear a survival suit. Those were not the good old days.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I made money, but man,
and was that high school?
Tough life.
Was that high school?
College.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason I say high school is his brother-in-law was what, the barge captain?
Barge captain, yeah.
Barge captain. So in high school you did it too, right?
In high school I did in the US. And then in college, I did international.
So he was busting his ass,
yeah.
And I think that's probably something that the younger generation, they don't see that from the good old days that we were busting our ass. Angela says growing up wasn't that great. Where did you grow up, Angela? Are you from here, from Arizona? Because I know you live in Arizona now, like we do. Oh, Missouri. I grew up in Central Illinois. Isn't that interesting? We were neighbors back then too. Okay, so I think the good old days weren't always that good. You know what? I probably, and I know this for a fact. We could be twins. And I know this for a fact, and because this comes up with my family all the time. And they think there's something wrong with me because they'll mention like something bad that happened in the past, and I honestly can't remember it. I think I have honestly just not my memory of the bad times. I've just blocked it out. Maybe it was so traumatic that I've just built a wall around it, and I only remember the good times.
Wow.
So maybe that's a blessing in disguise. I don't know. All right, this is maybe one that we will pass. Here we go. We'll do from this one. Okay, this is the bonus wild cards. Oh, thank you. I love this purple. Angela says, like your nails, Tav. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love this purple. My sister even commented on it today because she FaceTimed me, called me. Who does that? I hadn't even taken a shower. My hair was a wreck, and she FaceTimed me. She complimented my nails. All right. So let's see. We're going to do some bonus wild card statements.
It's my turn.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Margarine was a crime against butter. Truth.
Can I make it any bigger? Yes, truth. Margarine was a crime against butter. And we know that it was that there was we love butter too.
Yes,
we love butter.
Yes.
I don't even buy margarine. I can't even tell you the last time I bought it. Probably the last time I had it was my mom. She would buy that parquet crap. And and I haven't seen it. She did all her Christmas baking with it and stuff, and I didn't like it. I love butter. All right, my turn. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. All right. Well, maybe not. Okay, I like this one. All right. I don't even know if this is true. Okay, let's see. Angela says, margarine is so bad for you. I dated a male nurse once that begged me to throw out my margarine. I mean, that is true. We did an episode on the great butter conspiracy where it really was a like a government plot to bring in seed oils, and seed oils are so bad for us, and all of that hydrogenated oil is really, really bad for us. Okay. How about this one? Boomers invented rock. Everyone else just borrowed it. Boomers invented rock. Everyone else just borrowed it. And I think that rock was probably invented by our parents' generation. Because I look at people like, Paul McCartney. I think he's almost 80, or is he 80 already?
Close.
He's like from the silent generation. So I look at the Beatles, and I look at the Rolling Stones. I think they're getting up there in their 70s. They're not boomers. I don't think. Are they?
I don't know.
46. I mean, it could be it could be iffy. So I think that
it'd be right on the edge.
we invented most of rock.
Right.
We invented most of rock, but I think in the beginning it might have been the silent generation. Okay.
All right, here's mine.
Okay, you have one. Okay.
Oh, I do.
He's excited.
We survived lawn darts and lead paint. We'll survive anything. You remember lawn darts?
Jarts?
Jarts?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, we're still here, even in spite of margarine and all the other crap.
Margarine?
Yes, exactly. We will survive anything. I mean, we're just a resilient generation, don't you think? We're just a very resilient generation. We don't whine and bitch about things too much, maybe just to each other, but we get on with it. We get on with it and do what needs to be done. We don't expect anybody else or the government to do it for us. We just get on with it. Okay. Let's see here.
Boomers go back to 1846. 1946.
Yeah, boomers started 1946, ended 1964. So that's a huge age range. But I think that so anybody in the music industry that is what you're saying 79. So anybody older than 79 would be considered in the silent generation. And they probably relate more to the boomers and the silent generation anyway, the rockers back then.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here's one. Oh, this will be a controversial one. Some of us are the problem. We just don't want to admit it. I think there's a few people in our generation that are the problem, and they need to admit it or get off social media. Which problem? Which some of us are the problem. I think it's just the general stereotypes of boomers. I think some people do fit that category, where they are the problem.
Yeah.
And they're not making it easier for the rest of us. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But I think that's going to apply to every single generation. Every single generation is going to have people who are the problem.
Yep.
And trust us, we didn't like them back in the 70s and 80s either, right? Some of those people.
Right.
Because some of us are old and cranky. Yeah, that's so true.
How about this one? This will get you thinking. Medicare and Social Security are time bombs waiting to go off.
Yeah, I think that is like the talking point that they always want to talk
Yeah.
about, to bitch about us. I think that it might change. I think
Yeah.
that it may have to change, but I don't think it's a time bomb waiting to go off.
No.
I think maybe they might, raise the age, especially since people are living so much longer. They may raise the age for both of them, or we have a friend that is, because Jim turned 65 last week. You guys know
Yes,
it was
I
his birthday,
did.
and so he's talking to. We have a friend who handles Medicare enrollment, and talking to him, and she said that Medicare has changed a lot. So it's not going to have maybe the same benefits that are
Nope.
that our parents did. Now I'm not. I'm not going to take Social Security till after 67. Simply, hey Jesse, just simply because I don't want to get a penalty, because and we both still earn,
Yeah.
and it will reduce our payment, and it would reduce our future payments too. So we're gonna hold off until 67 to take it. So that
I'm going to probably wait till 72.
70, I think, is the
Or
latest.
70. Yeah.
70.
I'm going to go as long as I can.
Yeah, yeah, and so so we'll see. But I think for us, because we still earn. I mean, if I was retired, you bet your ass I would take it. If I was retired, I would take it. Every cent of it. But I just don't want to get penalized and take less later.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. Okay.
So Angela, you mentioned before in the military, is that correct?
Yeah, she was Air Force.
What was your favorite duty station?
She said, "Cool, thanks for your honesty." Yeah, I mean, we try to. We try to be honest. I mean, it is what it is. Um,
Where was your best favorite? Would have to be living in Germany. Gotcha.
okay.
Gotcha.
And where was that? You said there was a few that you were familiar with. Air Force.
Yeah, was that at Ramstein? Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. That's
Okay.
real nice.
All right. Here's the next one. Boomers had it easier than any generation, and we still complain the most. All right. So hopefully that will get everybody who is. I can see them in the chat, but they're not chatting. Let's see if that'll get you answering. Boomers had it easier than any generation. Oh, you have to read Jesse's. Boomers had it easier than any generation, and we still complain the most. Jesse said, "Get off my lawn."
That's awesome.
And Angela said, "Other generations think so." All right. What do you think? You keep going out of the picture. And I think that we did not have it easier than any generation. I mean, I think we've talked about it before in the chat, before on live stream, that we all worked. I mean, I started babysitting when I was 10. I was a bar back at a bar at 14. I was doing corn detasseling in Illinois when I was 14 and 15. That was hard freaking work. You get on the machine, they take you down the row, you're pulling off all the tassels so that the corn, they pull the tassel off so it'll make the corn ear bigger.
Wow.
And then at the end of each row, they freaking give you a salt tablet so you don't pass out.
That's horrible. Child labor.
And
right
you were
there.
doing shit too. That was crazy.
Was.
I mean, Jim was driving a wrecker at 15. Didn't even have his license yet.
Yeah.
Just a different.
But the absolute worst. I had a friend when I was a freshman in college that he grew up on a farm, and he said, "Hey, my dad's willing to pay anybody that wants to come out. We've baled hay. We need to load hay." And he said, "That'll give you 50 cents a bale." Well, we were all thinking, man, we're going to make $500 this weekend. Oh, my goodness, man. Let me tell you what, the trailer was sitting off the ground about 4 feet. And then you had to throw those big, heavy-ass bales. I've never worked so hard in my life for $8.
Oh
mean, it
my
was
gosh.
little more than that, but my goodness, that was hard work.
It is hard work. Angela says my first job was selling newspapers in front of Kmart on Saturday nights.
Wow.
I didn't know that they did that. So just like the local paper. She says I also worked at an auto auction as the auctioneer's assistant when I was 16.
Oh, that's cool.
That sounds like a cool job.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot to say my mom bought a food truck when I was 14. And so we would go to auctions. That's what made me think of it. We would go to auctions and she did like pulled pork and snickerdoodle cookies and all kinds of stuff, because out in Illinois, in rural Illinois, where I'm from, they would have these auctions at like estate sale type auctions.
Gotcha.
And there was no food or anything. So we would go out there and serve up, food to all the people for the auction.
Jesse says, I think there's a bunch of boomers who did very well, and it's easy to point to them, but we're gonna hear more and more about people our age struggling. I agree with that.
I think so. I think so too. I think that there are a few who did well financially, and like you said, you hear about them, but we're going to hear more and more people, especially the ones who have had their retirements tied to the stock market.
Yeah.
They're getting screwed hard. It's bad for them.
Yep.
And Jesse says, we late boomers. Yep. We're late boomers too. Jim's 65. I'm 62. We're caught in that group that didn't get pensions. Yep. And we're late to the IRA game if we got in at all. So true.
Yeah.
I mean, we get blamed for a lot of things that the boomers that are older than us did. And, everybody thinks we are hoarding everything, and we're just trying to stay afloat too.
Exactly.
We're just trying to stay afloat too. All right. You have one of those you want to do?
How about retirement is just a polite word for waiting to die? That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't think you need to.
That's total BS.
Well, and Angela says, I got a pension. Yes. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, you did. And you worked your ass off for it too. You deserve
Absolutely.
it. You deserve it. So we're happy. We'll give you a hand. Thank
20
you for
plus years.
Thank you for your service, Angela.
Thank you.
We love that. So yeah, retirement is not waiting to die. I mean, I think it is for some people. I think some